Right on top of this bulletin, we are getting breaking developments that just hours before the center calls that all-party meeting and takes all the political parties in the country in confidence about what India is planning ahead. Now, Ministry of External Affairs has also called for a meeting with the foreign envoys to discuss the Pahalgam attack and what India is planning to do in the aftermath of that terrorist carnage that took place in Pahalgam on the 22nd of April. My colleague Rishabh is standing right outside the External Affairs Ministry. Rishabh, who all have been invited and what's on the agenda?
Well, Priya, good evening. At least 24 of envoys who are here in Delhi have been invited. What we can confirm to our viewers that we have seen the American envoy, the UK envoy. More or less the G20 envoys, the neighboring envoys, minus Pakistan, and others have been invited. I'll ask my camera person to show a beeline of diplomatic cars on the Raisina Hills right now. What we are going to understand, you can see in your screen right now the High Commissioner of United Kingdom's car here. The other diplomats have also reached. The American Charge d'Affaires, the Deputy Chief of Mission is here, and others are also here. At least 24 envoys have been invited right now to the South Block, the headquarters of External Affairs Ministry on Raisina Hill. Remember, this is being done to ensure that the world knows what happened in Pahalgam and what are India's stand on it. India will also brief them on the investigations that they have done, the linkages that they have found. Remember, the first line from Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri at the press conference yesterday, the statement for that matter yesterday, was that India has ascertained linkages from cross-border. So in a way, very clearly naming and shaming Pakistan now. India have had it enough now is what the message is. And now you can see more diplomats going in. The Chinese diplomat, for that matter, is right now entering the External Affairs Ministry right now. So the Chinese ambassador is here in his car as well. You can see more and more envoys are reaching External Affairs Ministry as we are talking, where you will find, the German ambassador is also here for that matter. You can see the UAE ambassador also coming in. So many envoys from various countries are now coming in at the External Affairs Ministry to meet the officials of MEA, where they are being briefed about the Pahalgam attack and its fallout. So a very important briefing here at the External Affairs Ministry. You can see where the various envoys from various countries, including the G20 countries, the neighboring countries, and other important countries are coming in here at South Block, the headquarters of External Affairs Ministry.
All right, we have seen several top leaders from across the world standing in solidarity and condemning the terror attack in Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir. But are we also going to see anything in terms of tangibles, Rishabh? Because there are questions being raised on countries like US and China, while they have said that they stand with India in this time of grief. But they are the ones who have been supplying weapons like the AK-47s, the M16 carbines that were found on the terrorists, that were used by the terrorists to inflict this damage.
Well, Priya, if we talk about the countries, be it China, be it the United States, they have been calling out, the terror attack that has happened. As of now, apart from India, there hasn't been much condemnation against Pakistan, for that matter. The country has not been named, and that's the reason that India right now wants Pakistan to be named and shamed. The true face of Pakistan needs to be put forward on the global stage is what India's plan is. And you can see now the American diplomat leaving. Just ahead of him was the Japanese diplomat who has just left. So this a briefing has taken place in in the South Block, and you can see more and more diplomats coming in, coming out of South Block now after the briefing had just ended, where it was put forward to the global stage that how and what happened in Pahalgam. You can see on your screens right now, this is the main gate of the South Block, External Affairs Ministry's headquarters, from where various diplomats are coming in. Japan, China, United States, United Kingdom, Germany, most of the European countries, the neighboring countries as well. All the diplomats have reached, and you can see now that the Bahrain diplomat is leaving. And on your screens right now, you can see that how there's a beeline of the diplomatic carcade here. Various ambassadors from different countries have reached South Bloc. India has in a way, very categorically showed them what has happened. And remember, this is not the first time. Israel did this when, the October 7th happened. They invited diplomats from different countries in Tel Aviv, in Jerusalem, and showed them the proof of Hamas involvement in the October 7 case. And now India, very well, clearly putting forward what they have on the table against Pakistan, putting forward two diplomats of various countries. So a public name and shame for the perpetrators of terrorism in India.
Yes, and that has also been a very significant message that has been deliberately given out repeatedly in the most emphatic way by India, that we are going to take whatever it takes, not just to punish those who perpetrated this attack, but also those who are the masterminds, who are the perpetrators, who are the puppeteers, who have been the handlers for these people sitting in Pakistan.